building tonight. Like Kobe, you hear it now, but don't get it twisted. You, man. You, man.
I'm cool, man.
Million Views Podcast, man. We're gonna start it off like this, bro. I got Flow Joe Productions in the building, dog. See what I'm saying? That's the editor.
Yeah, it's just IGotFlo. We don't want to put the government name on it, but it's just IGotFlo.
Oh, all right, my bad. IGotFlo. Like you said, man. This a pretty much an introductory interview for you, right?
Yeah. This is my first one. You know what I'm saying? You gonna bless me, today. Like I said, you know, the wife had played around with me on one, but shit, you know, you blessed. You know what I'm saying?
As far as what I see y'all doing, dog, y'all don't play around with nothing, bro. First of all, thank you, dog. I want to thank you publicly, bro, for the networking and just the way you've been reaching out, embracing me, dog. So I want to tell you, I appreciate that off the rip. First of all,
that's love.
And you know, like I said, welcome to Million Views Podcast, man. I'm your host, WilsonMillz, bro. We you know what I'm saying? We doing this thing one more time, and like I said, we got IGotFlo in the building, man. Million Views Podcast, it ain't always so much about the entertainment that we provide, you know what I'm saying? It's more so about you know, the men we are, the men that we growing to be, you know what I'm saying? The businesses we building, right. The relationships, so on and so forth, dog. Like it's more so a view on what we're gonna do with life, a view on what we're gonna do in business, a view on what we're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what Million Views is about, though. Like changing our regular narrative. Like everything ain't got to be necessarily about the streets, right. Even though a lot of us may come from that. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? With that being said, bro, introduce us to IGotFlo, man. Where Flow come from?
Man, Flow came from Flow fell in my lap when I was in church. You hear me? Fact. Like literally, like you know how people like God gave me a vision. Like I was in church, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just, you know, just listening to the pastor, and boom, it's just like IGotFlo. Like serious, it happened just like that. I ain't sugarcoating nothing. I'm keeping it all the way a buck. You know what I'm saying? It happened just like that. IGotFlo. So I'm like, all right, what I gotta do with it? So it was, you know, the flow really stands for faith, love, obedience. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, I can't stress it no more than that, but it stands for faith, love, obedience. You know what I'm saying? And anything you doing in life, you gotta have that. You feel me? I don't care if you on this side of the track or that side of the tracks. You gotta have faith, love, and obedience in whatever you doing, you heard me? So that's pretty much where it came from, and that was like what, 6-7 years ago? You feel me? 6-7 years ago, and this is where we at now.
Let's go a little bit back further than that, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the man. You know what I'm saying? Where you come from? The young boy that grew into the man. Where he grew up from? Where he originated from?
I'm from New Orleans, man.
What his upbringing was like?
New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? New Orleans. I mean, I don't like to categorize it and say I'm from this ward or that ward. I'm from New Orleans.
You're from New Orleans, right? All right. I feel that.
Pretty much grew up on the west side, so West Bank. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the West Bank.
Yeah, all day. I got mad love for the West Bank. They sleep on the West Bank. I don't even know why we segregated, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, it ain't nothing but a river and a bridge, you dig?
Thanks.
So, you know what I'm saying? I was a young knucklehead, you know what I'm saying? I had my time. Right. I wasn't really like in the streets, but I just don't listen to people. I didn't listen to people, you know what I'm saying? I did my own thing no matter what.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Caught, 2 felonies early, 17. And after that, I was like, I knew the jail wasn't for me. Prison, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So got my ish together quick, you know what I'm saying? But it still hindered me in life, you know what I'm saying? I try to tell the young bulls, you know what I'm saying, thinking because you're young, certain mistakes you making because you're young, it could last a lifetime. It could stay on you. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm 30, 39, you know. You had to say it like that. I'm 39, you dig, and those. I'm just joking, you know what I'm saying? But I'm 39, you feel me? And those, when I was 17, it's still on me. You know what I'm saying? I can't get it off, but it's there. You know what I'm saying? So, but outside of that, man, I'm a cool, humble dude, and I'm just about working. You feel me?
Right.
Let's get it.
You definitely got the serious grind that you putting down, my nigga. And like I say, that's what really caught my eye to y'all. Like I'm the type of person. I watch. A lot of my habits from the streets are still kind of good. Cause what I did was I be sitting back just observing, watching.
Right.
I'm like, man, you're doing a lot. You feel what I'm saying? And when you so happen to holler at me or whatever, I'm like, damn, that's it. But that's the type of time I be moving on, though. I've been following the Most High, bro, because that's how I was raised up. See how you said Flow came to you in church, like I was raised in a church. You feel what I'm saying? I was raised up on certain principles and certain morals and values that stuck with me even when in the streets. So it was certain shit where it got to certain points, nah, you know what I'm saying? Because that just wasn't naturally me.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So what was that like for you, dog? Like did you have that in your upbringing, or was that missing, or you know what I'm saying?
As far as what?
As far as what led to, you know what I'm saying, the early trouble in life, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Just hard-headed. Like my own decisions, my own choices, not wanting to listen.
Right. So you had choices, but you just wanted to.
Yeah, I just went the other way.
That sounds like
You
me.
know, like, I mean, I had my mom and dad still married till this day.
That's what I was trying to.
And they got, 20, 30 plus years in it.
Right.
You feel me? So it wasn't like I could say, oh, it was my upbringing or
Right.
You know
You
what I'm
had
saying?
the solid example.
My home life. No, man.
Right.
My dad, he worked. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't out in the streets. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't perfect, but that's anybody.
Right.
But you know, he was a father. He was a provider. You feel me? So I ain't got no excuses. I just made those decisions, and that's what happened. You know, it's consequences to it. So that was my decisions, nobody else. You feel me?
Right. I'm glad you pointed that out, and that's the type of points I be trying to, you know what I'm saying, get out in this situation, because like I was one of them cats, dog, who I ain't gonna say I had every decision in the world to make, every choice in the world to make, but I had enough to not make the ones that I did. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I fell into a certain little mind frame pretty early in life, and that's just where I was at with it. That's just where I took it, dog. All right, so we talk about upbringing. We kind of got a similar upbringing, dog. But we talk about what got you to float. You feel what I'm saying? And like you said, at this point, especially what your name actually, you know, the acronym actually stand for, dog. I didn't know that. You feel what I'm saying?
That's a lot of people don't.
That's why these things important.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Don't know.
But I did see a different type of energy in you, fam. A different type of vibe. I can only. Me being the person I am, dog, I come with a lot of shit too. You know what I'm saying? But like I give good energy to people. I know what I bring. So I didn't have to start learning to kind of only share that with like-minded people, like you know what I'm saying, people that got the same type of souls and spirits, because things get fucked up quick.
I wouldn't be sitting here right now if I didn't.
See, that's something I didn't already learned about you. I learned that from
I wouldn't even give you the time a day to get in my personal space, you know what I'm saying? Even though this is your space, but I'm giving you a part of me that a lot of people don't know. You know what I'm saying? Just my close family.
Look at life like that. That's facts, and I appreciate that, dog. With that being said, dog, okay, you float now.
Right.
What was the first move and why? Like you know what I'm saying? What prompted your move? You was always into entertainment type of shit?
Man, it started with the camera. I didn't know at the time. I would always make, like my wife, you know, she did the Mary Kay thing, right? So I would make her like little videos to push her business when she was doing the Mary Kay thing. And like just taking a little digital camera, you know, one of those little cheap Kodak cameras or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then mixing it on the windows, mixing the video up, you know what I'm saying? Doing the video and then mixing it up. So I always had a niche for the camera side of it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Now the entertainment side, I've been like playing around with the studio, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, we had a group called Game Up Records.
Game Up Records?
Yeah, Game Up Records.
That was the start. You feel what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? That was another cat, my man's Al. He started that, you know, back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Metairie, because he was from that area, Metairie area.
Salute, man.
And, you know, I was young, you know, 15, 16, 17 years old, you know, in the studio, just recording stuff. Don't know what I'm doing, didn't know how to write music, just wanted to be around it for some reason.
Right.
And, you know, sat off it for a while, just like, all right, look, got to take care of business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, got a job, working offshore, boom, 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 did that. You feel me? Now it just trickled back on me. And like I said, started with the camera, messing with that. Then I shot a couple videos with a few cats. I ain't like how they was producing, you know what I'm saying, doing business and things like that. So I just bought me a camera, got on YouTube.
Fucking YouTube, bro.
That YouTube University. You know what I'm saying? YouTube University, watching tutorials every day. Hours of tutorials, you dig, until I perfected doing a whole bunch of free work for people. Right. Just going, look, let me shoot this for you. Let me shoot that for you. Shit looking garbage. You know, today when I look back, I'm like, this shit was garbage.
Right.
I was really
putting this shit out for people.
But yeah, you know, I had to learn. So you learn from, I'm a better learner from my mistakes.
Facts.
You feel me? So when I make a mistake, then I know I'm gonna learn from it, of course.
Man, when we started filming this, and by the way, Big Cheese is here tonight, dog. This who we started the concept of Million Views Podcast. Man, this man, he'll put that together. We actually started hosting the show together. You know what I'm saying? But like you mentioned, life sometimes require you know what I'm saying, to go take care of home or take care of, you know, whatever the situation might be. Facts. But in the beginning, dog, it used to cost us $700 or something to do this. We didn't have our own spot.
Right.
We had no cameras.
We had to rent a spot.
We didn't have a laptop the first show we shot.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, I know.
But I'm knowing these things. They like, man, what you? Man, like, bro, I got us, dog. Like this part of this shit. This part of the process.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to get the education some kind of way.
Right.
So that's what I did. But the whole time they shooting it, I'm watching them. I'm saying what they got to do. I'm looking at them cameras. My cousin actually bought that camera right there. Like, I guess he felt bad for me or something like that. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time,
that's
shout
good
out,
to have
shout
somebody
out to Big
though.
Drew.
But
You know,
I believe in you.
That was my
first
first
partner.
That was my first partner on the studio and everything, bro. So like everything that was a part of the start, dog, I appreciate that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like no other. And the door always open to my people because like I said, this is something that we started together. This is something we're doing together.
Right.
However, when did it become the one man? Like when did you realize, okay, it's gonna have to be IGotFlo production?
Shit, when did it start with IGotFlo Productions? Honestly, it was like ASAP. It was like it always been like that. I ain't saying one man army, but my wife always dealt with me, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, there's always been a two person army, you feel me, in that perspective, if you want to word it like that. But at the end of the day, shit, it's been like IGotFlo Productions from the jump, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's been
IGotFlo was the music.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Boom. You're right. So the IGotFlo LLC, when we first did it, when we got the IGotFlo, it was like shirts. Yeah, that's what it was. Put it on the shirt. You know what I'm saying? So it was the shirt.
Started with the merch.
Right. It started with the merch.
All right.
And then from there we like, fuck, we need a logo, because the old logo, it was just like IGotFlo, Fate Level Beaters, and it had a dove. You know what I'm saying? It had the dove like flying in on some dope. It was dope though, but it wasn't universal.
It was a start.
You feel me? Yeah, it was a start. So we played with that one for a little bit, and then I reached out to Hill though out there in Seattle, Washington. I'm like, look, I need something dope for the IGotFlo Productions. You feel me? Something that's gonna be iconic, and that's where he came up with this year. You know what I'm saying? So, and ever since that, it's been that. So my whole goal from this point on is to make sure that y'all see that logo somewhere.
Right.
Whether you see it on a shirt, whether you see it on your timeline, whether you see it on your feed.
Shit, you doing a damn solid job of it right now, brother.
Yeah.
What's next? What's next for IGotFlo?
What's next for IGotFlo? We got a lot that we want to do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna speak on because you got motherfuckers that.
First of all, let them know we got something coming up on the 26th, right?
August 26th, Club Caesars, man. August 26th, Club Caesars. The Gomo Indie Show. If you don't know what Gomo mean,
I didn't say the word. I gotta hear the song now. Yeah. I gotta hear it now. We gotta take a quick Y'all come fuck with that though. August 26th. Club Caesars, though.
$30 for 2 songs.
2 songs, bro. It's definitely gonna be a vibe, dog. Number 1. Number 2, you're gonna be able to network with some of the, you know what I'm saying, some of the realest and coolest cats out the city. And people that's just trying to move and shake, right? Do some positive shit, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Without the dumb shit involved.
We need some vendors, man. We need some vendors to lock in. It's $30 for a vendor. We got tables at the venue for you.
Vendors of all kinds, right?
Vendors of all kinds. Food vendors, clothing vendors. If you make edible vendors, you know what I'm saying? All types.
And y'all make sure y'all come through and fuck with that, bro. August 26th, bro, at Caesars, dog. Get what IGotFlo IGotFlo Productions, bro, for tickets and slots, dog.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? They got slots for vendors and artists available, dog, right now. Y'all make sure y'all get what IGotFlo. Give them that number.
504-457-1511.
The events. What was the first event you threw?
Walking in Love couples event at Terravella Manor. This was back in what, 2015? Yeah, 2015 we did the Walking in Love couples event. Basically, it was, of course, when you say couples event, you had to be a couple, whether you was married. dating,
Right.
boyfriend, girlfriend.
Right.
It was strictly for couples, you know what I'm saying? We had that. We sold out our first event, you know what I'm saying? Most people don't do that. It was a sold out event. It was an awesome event. We had T-rated violinists in that thing. Like right when he was just starting to make his noise in the city and stuff like that. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Nah.
T-rated violinist. Check him out.
Okay, my bad. I think I did hear about T-rated violinist. I think he actually came to my cousin Morgan. I think my cousin Morgan know him.
Yeah.
He was at my cousin.
Real dope violinist, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We had a couple other performers.
He play all the hip hop music and shit like that. Facts.
Yeah. He pretty much played
I don't
anything.
know him, but I know who that is.
Yeah.
I seen him perform a couple times.
He dope. So, you know, we had a few artists performing, and it was a dope event, man, like a night of love. You heard me? And there's not too many events that you get like that throughout the year. They normally are doing, like, you'll see few people put them together around Valentine's Day, but shit, love lasts forever, you hear me? You can't just pick one time in a year to do an event like that. And we wanted to make it an annual event, but, you know, the planning and shit, you know, you just life.
Right.
You feel me? But we gonna bring it back. Yeah, it's the Walking in Love couples event.
That sound fire.
Yeah, that bitch dope. You know what I'm saying?
On another note, dog, like, we had to change the venue last minute, Cheesy, for the event on the 8th. So you know how that go. I done been through a lot of, like, you know, cancel shows, this, that, and the third, had to postpone, had to move shit, places and shit, and that shit usually never go right. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Man,
it was.
How did you pull it off?
Man, look, it was. Man, look, we not gonna say the venue name that canceled on us last minute because we got to do some legal things. You know what I'm saying? So we not gonna get them no fuel today, fire your day. But outside of that, you know what I'm saying? We had one venue booked, and we had that venue booked for like, well, we was promoting that for like 30 days, the last 30 days, right?
At least a month.
Yeah, at least a month.
Facts.
You feel me? And last minute, like 24 hours before the event date. Time, you know what I'm saying? They was like, nah, we can't do it, yada yada yada. So so I'm stressing. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I'm stressed because my name on the line.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And they just like, whatever, we can't do it. Boom. So my name on the line. I'm like, alright. So I hear my man Shine up. I'm like, look, bro, I ain't gonna never ask you to pull out one of your ace of spades.
Shout out to Shine.
Yeah, shout out to Shine. So I'm like,
definitely
look.
A real one.
I need you to hit your cuz up, which is the owner of Spades, Ronnie.
Salute to Ronnie.
I said, man, hit him up, bro, and tell him what's going on and see if he can accommodate us. You feel me? For this, we need him. Like, literally, like, you know what I'm saying? We need him. At the end of the day, boom. So he hit me up. We talked everything out, and from there it was on and pop. So now I gotta go back. Like, it's like 8, 9 o'clock at night, right? So I'm scrounging. I got like 25 artists. So now I'm gotta go back and redo each and every artist flyer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And send it to them and get them to put it out there. Because they promoting.
You did that shit kind of quick, dude.
I don't play. Let me tell you something. I don't play about that computer, man. I think the computer be tired of me. My man, shout out to Mario, man. Mario the comic, because he was like, man, he was joking on the video. And he was like, man, look. The computer be mad at me, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't get no break. The camera too. It's more funny when he say the shit.
Thanks. Shout out to Mario the comedian, man. But what I was gonna say was when I got there, not only was security already tight, though, but shit, it looked like the event was planned to be there for months. You know what I'm saying? The way everything was laid out and like well put together. Everybody knew what it was they had to do. You know what I'm saying? I had some fires going on my own. Yeah. But like I said, Joe's so cool-headed, dog, and you know, like you just always focused, locked in with so much madness going on around you, brother. Where you get that from? Like, where you get that focus from?
Fuck, man. I mean, I guess that just came over time. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to be high-headed. Right. Like, really like, boom, boom, boom. But the white player major part of that, too.
Salute.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta give her her flowers with everything. Because a lot of shit she don't even know, like, it's the reason, like, based off of her. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have been probably, like, going through the shit, dealing with the production, dealing with the business. I'd have probably been like, man, fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit, right.
You hear me? But I gotta wake up to that beautiful woman every morning, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't give up, and she ain't gonna let me give up.
And that's a major plus, bro. When you got that stability and that support, at, you know what I'm saying, at home, and like, you know, like-minded and like-spirited, you know what I'm saying, that take you further. How long y'all been married?
12 years, going on 13 in February.
That's what's up, dog. Salute to y'all, bro, and I pray for much success in y'all marriage.
Absolutely.
Real talk. Like you said, you got so much going on, and you got so much, you know what I'm saying, to to maintain and keep going. Like, you got to compartmentalize on a daily with this, or you pretty much got everything on autopilot to where it's a structure and it's just
not yet.
Itself. Not yet.
It's not on autopilot yet.
Yeah, my next question.
Right now, it's straight like every day is reinventing. You know what I'm saying? Not technically reinventing the brand or the business, but just reinventing like what can I do now to get more of this in front of people's eyes.
Right.
You feel me? Because like I say, my thing is this. If I don't go somewhere,
not to cut you off, I feel like we should never leave that creative space though. You should always feel like it's not enough.
Right. And it never is with me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if I don't go somewhere, and if not, at least one person, if I go to this particular spot, and if I don't see at least one person that be like, oh shit, IGotFlo, or they be like, oh, you shoot the videos, huh? Because I wear this logo every day. Right. Every day, everywhere I go, I got this logo on.
I have a hat.
So you know what I'm saying? So if I don't see one person, then I feel like I gotta work harder. Yeah. Because in my mind, everywhere I go, whether it's in the grocery store, the park, wherever, somebody should see that logo on my shirt and be like, man, that's IGotFlo. Or man, yo, you shoot them videos. I fuck with that. The shit you doing for the city, or the shit you doing for artists, or you know what I'm saying, your quality, or your production, anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta feed off that.
It's your first time sitting down being interviewed, dog, but this is one of the first things I noticed about IGotFlo was these interviews that you do. Yeah, they got one playing, the same one playing over your head.
Yeah. I had to, man, look.
Go ahead, give it to me.
I had deleted all my interviews. Like, I had cleaned my page right before I started doing the step up to the mic. Yeah. I know we're gonna dive into that, but I had deleted.
Definitely gonna get into
I had deleted all that. You feel me? And I just reposted that one and another one with Shine, like a quick hit and miss clip with Shine. All right. And I'm like, man, I gotta get back on my interviews.
The style that you shoot them in, and I guess that background and fucking logo, dog, like, it's catchy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I know now why you probably keep yourself out of the frame or whatever, because you ain't the.
No, I'm not. I'm not the in front of the camera, and I'm not really. But look, I'm not really an interviewer. So that right there, outside of the person speaking or the artist or whoever I may be interviewing, a business owner or whatever, that look is gonna keep your attention. That's what I'm saying. Because I'm not an interviewer I'm not an interviewer. I do this shit because I ain't got nobody else to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how to dig conversation out of people. And I'm a man, I can say that shit too.
You got media personalities around you, man. You just gotta use them.
Yeah, that's right. But I'm learning though. Fact. But I know I got something with those interview setups.
That's the executive in you though.
And I love the interview style setup.
Yeah.
Like I'll just look, hit IGotFlo up. I'm gonna come through. I'm gonna set the lighting. I'm gonna set the cameras up. I'm gonna set the microphone, the audio up. Now you do your thing. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's like I said. That's clever, and like I said, that's when the executive kick in. We gotta get this done. I'm not necessarily the man for it, but we gotta get this shit done. Right. You know what I'm saying? It always falls back to that. Like when we got to a point where Cheesy couldn't be there every day. Cheesy couldn't, you know what I'm saying? It was just certain things that just wasn't permissible at the time. Like we just couldn't get it done. So I had to figure all this shit out. The engineer situation fell off. Had to learn how to work the iRig. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But this an interface though.
Hey, that
you feel what I'm saying? I could do everything from here. You know what I'm saying? It's a little put together situation. Yeah. But I gotta do everything from here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go into executive mode and not personality. Right. You feel what I'm saying? To figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? That's the way you look at it. Or it's just another problem.
It's just another hat to put on. I ain't never like how you worded it. Yeah. I like how you worded it, but for me, it's just another hat to throw on and get shit done.
Like fuck it.
You feel me? Like fuck it. I never was the type of person to wait on nobody. I'm a Sagittarius. You heard me?
Right.
So we ain't waiting on no fucking body for nothing. You dig? We gonna find a way to get this shit done, and it's hard for us to even ask somebody to do something for us.
Well, see,
you feel me?
And that might be the toughest part about what I'm doing for me is actually having to, at some point depend on other people. Like I had to depend on you to show up.
Right.
you would be you wouldn't be surprised, but some people would be surprised how hard that is to get people to just do.
Man,
Like,
especially not only just show up, but show up on time.
Man, they got people sending you their money, sending you all their information. They fly, you know what I'm saying? They flyers, they content, and you looking for them.
Trust me, I know.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was your biggest challenges as far as just keeping this going? You know what I'm saying? Outside of, you know, like shit, like
exactly what you just said. Fucking with people and not respecting time. I can make money. I can get money. I can make money every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But my time, I can't get that back, and you can't get your time back.
Right.
So I respect time. That's why I'm gonna be here 10 minutes. If you say 7, I'm gonna try to be there at 6:50. You know what I'm saying? If not, if it's anything that's gonna intervene, I'm gonna be there at 7 on the dot.
Man, listen, bro. I know for sure, dude. You're a man of your word, bro. And as we speaking on that, you know what I'm saying? You pulled up the other day on Wilson Street, and I told you don't know, like, you know, you have no way of knowing what that particular residence that we was
The
in.
history up behind it.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't even get to hear the song until y'all shot the video because he knew. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how emotional the situation
Shout
was
out to
gonna
Pint,
be.
man. That's
Shout
a
out to
dope
Pint
track.
2 time, man. I'm about to go ahead and run that track.
I ain't just saying that shit. That track, like I know you kept seeing.
Shout out to my nephew B Millz too, bro, for the track. Though.
When we was filming it, I know you was having the phone out, but I know you kept seeing me looking back with the face like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I told y'all, dog, I don't get really too, you know, rambunctious excited about nothing like that.
Same way.
I tell everybody that listen to me, dog, about Pint 2 times, dog. The young man is special, bro. Not just saying that because he my son, but like he one of them.
And outside of that, I've been paying attention to like people sharing this shit. You know what I'm saying? They like it, they comment. You know what I'm saying? That's even more big than to just say, oh boy, hard or whatever. But when you get people that take their time to like it, share it, engagements, comments, like that's real.
They really feel it, dog. Like I've been getting a lot of DMs about it. You know, a lot of them. Like I told you, dog, like that ain't porn in my hand or nothing like that. That's my child. That's my son. You feel what I'm saying? So his situation was handled together.
You ain't rushing for nothing.
The tip of the iceberg. We got 1,000 times. They left 1,000 times. I've been my life. So we ain't tripping on that part. But I really do appreciate how you came through, though. And like the way you edited that shit, though. That bitch magic, though. Like real shit. Like I really fuck with what you do. And like he ready to do a couple more already.
Yeah, I know.
We gonna get it in.
And that's what with the step up to the mic or any video shoot, but I think with the step up to the mic because it hit the scene so hard and so quick that people are just like, man, I got it because I've heard that. Man, I just had to get one. They're not even like 100% artists. Like they just like know how to rap.
Right.
So they'll be like, man, fuck that. I had to. They ain't got no music out. They ain't got no music out. They just was like, man, I just had to get me one of these. You know what I'm saying?
Man, the way you capture that shit. When did you come up with that concept?
Man, we was in Austin, Texas for South by Southwest.
All right.
That just passed. You heard me? You know, they hadn't done it in like 2 years because of the COVID and shit. And so we went out there, me the queen, not the queen, the goddess, me the goddess and Shine. You heard me? So we went out there and we just, you know, he had a few performances. We went out there networking or whatever.
All right.
And I seen the cast set up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't sharing to tell this story. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I seen them set up, so I went over and asked dude, I'm like, yo, how much? Because I was going to get one for Shine, but fam was like $1,500. And I had never seen it before.
Right.
Like, he was like $1,500. I'm like, all right, bet. But fuck that. I ain't got $1,500 for you right now on the spot because I don't know who you are, nothing.
Right.
So Shine was like, man, that's off the block or from the block, something like that. So I go check them out. I'm like, oh shit, they up in the game. They, you know. But the setup, and I was like, man, I could bring this shit back to the city.
Bring it to the
There
city.
wasn't nobody really doing it. At least, I ain't gonna say wasn't nobody really doing it, but I don't think nobody was doing it in that magnitude of the quality. You feel me?
Hey, this is what I tell anybody, right? If you, not a book or something like that, but if you can explain to me how you invented something new under the sun, I'll listen to it. I respect that. But man, like all you gotta do is do history on just music and hip hop itself. Like everything that we doing, somebody else done done that
Yeah,
already.
been done already.
You
History
feel what I'm
repeats
saying?
itself,
So for
man.
me or you or anybody else to be on some, man, nah, my dude, just do it to the best of your ability.
Right.
And like you said, you ain't scared to tell a story or tell where the inspiration came from or none of that. But you done put such a stamp on that.
Yeah.
People know that from
because I had to.
people
you
know that from Step
understand?
Up to the Mic. I don't even know the other thing you talking
Yeah.
about. No disrespect to them, but I don't even know what you
Because that's some
about.
shit like, you know, up
Right.
north. I don't even know where they from.
Facts.
Like
And
I
like
said,
you
I
said,
just
no
went on their
disrespect,
YouTube.
salute
I
to
seen a
them.
few of them, but I know they had some big hitters on their shit.
Right.
So it was motivation for me. It was inspiration for me. And I'm like, fuck it. Because I know what I could do. I could just see some shit. And then I could do it.
And you can put I Got Flow on that.
Yeah, and I could put my stamp on it. You feel me?
Facts.
So yeah, that's how it started. And we came back. Well, this was in March, right? South by Southwest was in March. Got back to the house. I'm like, Shine, you ready? You ready to put some work in with these videos? And I don't even think I had called it Step Up to the Mic at first, right? I ain't have no name for it. And fuck, I did like 3 of them for Shine. You know, we just hit a different spot. You know, the album had just dropped in May, so it was like the latter part of May going into June. You feel me? And we just started shooting them joints, and then people started asking about it. So I'm like, all right. So let's get a little traction. So man, how can I lock in and do the mic? Boom, boom, boom. So I put a price on it, and then boom. I think after probably about 20 of them, that's when I came up with the name Step Up to the Mic. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That
And what
Step
number
Up
you
with
say
the
you
number.
at right now?
Shit, I done did over 150. You know what I'm saying? Because when you told me to put some on the USB,
Facts.
I'm counting them. You know, when you transfer, I got a folder. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I ain't never counted them though. You know what I'm saying? As I'm transferring them, it's like 149. And I couldn't even fit all of them on the USB because the USB wasn't large enough, you dig?
So that's just that go to show you right there, the 150 plus of them videos,
Yeah.
dog, that ain't no fluke.
Yeah.
That ain't no, you feel what I'm saying?
They've been
And this
fucking
little
with me
small
hard,
little
you heard
bubble
me?
that
Shout
we
out to
call the city,
BRs.
dog.
Shout out to Baton Rouge, man. Y'all been fucking with me hard. A lot of artists been traveling from BR to New Orleans.
Salute to
You know what I'm
BRs,
saying?
man.
To come fuck with me with the Step Up to the Mic. Shout out to the city of New Orleans. Y'all been rocking with me too. You know what I'm saying? But it's more,
You got something coming up in BR, huh?
yeah. Club Bella Noche, September 15th. You heard me? We got the greatest of my own era indie show. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta lock in. I need
So I got
all
to be a
Baton
part of
Rouge
that, bro.
artists. All Baton Rouge artists, all New Orleans artists. If you never performed at Club Bella Noche, this is your opportunity right now.
Club Bella Noche, man.
Yeah.
What's the deal with Club Bella Noche?
Club
Put me
Bella
on.
Noche.
I'm linked green to all that, dog. I ain't
As far as what you mean with the deal.
never been there. Don't know nothing about it. Like, you know what I'm
Man,
saying?
Club Bella Noche is, you know, we've been in Spades, we've been 3 times what Spades size is. You know?
Yeah.
I've been in there, we've been in there 3 times. Yeah, we've been over there 3 times. It's a vibe.
Like
It's definitely a vibe, you know what I'm saying? It's a nice venue, you heard me? Most of the people in BR, I don't know, they feel like it's in a rural area or some shit like that, but I don't really know the area.
It's not necessarily in the hood, you saying?
It's surrounded by the hood.
Oh, you saying
But it's not like, from what the BR people say, you know what I'm
Right,
saying? But
right.
like they say, if you can't go to Club Bella Noche, then where can you go in BR, you heard me?
Straight up, man. Salute to Bella Noche.
Yeah,
and
man,
BR,
we in there,
dog.
man.
So, okay, you throw these events, dog.
Right.
You got to Step Up to the Mic thing, which is booming, going crazy. I noticed that you raffled off some studio time. You got a studio in the recording situation?
I'm connected with Left Hand, which is G Living Studios,
Okay.
and I hit him up before the last event at Spade.
I seen homie got a beautiful setup too.
Yeah, I hit him up and he was like, I asked him, I said, look, man, I want to give away a session, 2-hour block or 2 songs, whichever come first. He was like, shit, make it happen. You know what I'm
Sure,
saying?
man.
We made it happen. You know, that's the goal, to try to not just take from the artists, but to actually give them something so they feel good about paying their money to come out and perform.
Give them that push, that motivation.
Yeah. So if we could throw
Incentive.
things out there and have stuff for them, you know, for coming out and I mean, we ain't gonna baby y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
still gotta put the work in. I tell artists, look, when we providing y'all with the building, you know what I'm saying, and the people. And when you get in there, you gotta do your thing.
You gotta do your thing for
You
sure.
gotta get in there and network your name and your brand. Don't just get in that motherfucking go sit in the corner, smoke your weed, drink your drink, get on the mic, perform, and then try to leave. That's not the way to do it. Right. You know what I'm saying? It makes you look bad as an artist. Now, what could have potentially been more followers for you or more supporters, you know what I'm saying, turned into, oh shit, he think he too big. What's popping? You know what I'm saying? He think he already made it. And let me say this shit since we on the artist, man.
Say it, man. This what we here for.
I need to know why artists, a lot of artists that don't have a name, feel like they should be getting paid for doing shows.
Oh man,
it's fucking my head up because I'm getting people like, you know what I'm saying? I made a post, right? When we was doing the other joint on Bourbon,
Facts.
We had it to where you can make money.
We ain't even gonna keep saying what that was.
Right.
So
we had it set up to where you can make money, right?
Facts. Definitely.
So boom.
Facts.
So you sign up with a certain amount of money, and you get so many tickets when you sign up. Now, you sell those tickets because they valued at $10 each. All right. So it's $100 to sign up, and you get 20 tickets valued at $10 each. So if you sell 20 tickets, you get your 100 back, and you pocket 100.
Right.
So artists was hitting me up like, so how I get paid to perform? And when I would tell them how you get paid, they ghost. I don't hear from them no more. You know what I'm saying? So why would an artist expect a promoter to pay them when I put you on the flyer? The whole purpose of a promoter paying an artist to perform is to do what?
Make some money.
Make some money off of your name and your image, right?
Facts.
So if you ain't put the groundwork in to build your name up to where when your name and your face is on a flyer, people gonna come to the door and pay their money willingly.
Ain't nobody out there screaming your name, Otis.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it fucked me up because a lot of artists got that mentality. And then I go on a lot of artists.
I'm glad you saying that.
Look, I go on a lot of artists' profiles, right? And they got for booking and features, contact such and such.
Thanks.
And then I'm looking at the artist like, who you think gonna book you?
Ain't nobody called that number.
Who you think gonna book you, man? Stop bullshitting. See, that fucking social media got a lot of artists' head twisted.
Man, somebody asked me, how much money you get paid to do what you're doing? I said, what you mean? They said, how much money you get paid to do what you're doing? Like, I said, well, listen, anything you gonna do in life, legal, illegal, whatever, you gotta put something in that shit
to get something.
Then dive in behind that, whatever you put in there, work that shit, pay for everything that, you know what I'm saying? And then that's yours afterwards. See, like, everybody not built to be a boss. And what a music business then when that all these rappers bosses now. They their own boss. You get what I'm saying?
You're a boss till you put that work in.
But, like I said, you got a phone and you got some lyrics, you can be a rapper. Or you could be a podcaster.
You could be a fucking rapper.
You can be anything.
Not no boss.
But listen, I know
where you're going. I know where you're going.
In their mind, in the position that they in, you can't tell this man he ain't a boss. He got 4 or 5 niggas hustle for him. You know what I'm saying? Cheesy. He making music or whatever. He paying for his own shit. He, you know what I'm saying? He got his own label and this and that. How he not a boss? You ain't gonna be able to convince this man of that. So not only is he, putting a couple of dollars into what he's doing, his partner said he nice. His partner is like, man, we supposed to be getting this, we supposed to be doing this, and they'll bypass the part of networking, making relationships. You feel what I'm saying? Building a following. Like, who go buy the shit?
Right.
If I do pay you to perform, how we gonna get our money back? If that do not,
Exactly. You can't even bring 5 people with you.
Everybody forget the part that got to be put into shit. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? And that's one of the biggest hangups on us as people in general, dog. Not just in music, just in life. And I had to say this for my own self, dog. Like, I had at one point in life, I was one of them go-getter type of niggas. But then I went through some shit, and it kind of pushed me back and like pushed me into a little dark hole. You feel what I'm saying? And I had lost that part of myself, like the get up and go make this shit happen regardless of what's going on.
Right.
I had lost that part of myself for a couple years. My partner right there, he'll tell you, dog. I went through some shit, but it's no excuse. You know what I'm saying? Because that time lost is time that I can't never, that's time I could have been making shit happen.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? These youngsters don't really understand.
Time, you can't get it back.
You can't get that shit back. And they leaving here so rapidly, dog, to where it's like, And I don't want to get to a point where I'm frustrated with trying to talk to these cats, cause I gotta focus on my son first. You feel what I'm saying? But I never ignore what I know my true calling is, dog. Cause like the Most High talk to you in like some real vicious ways sometimes.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You'll find yourself in fucked up positions for not following your purpose. Okay, so like when did Flo understand that this was his purpose and not just something he doing?
Because I could stay up till 4, 5 o'clock in the morning.
With no problem.
And doing it with no problem. No frustration, no aggravation, unless my motherfucking computer running slow. But outside of that, like I could do this shit 24/7.
Cheese, go open the door for Hefe downstairs.
You feel me? I could do it 24/7.
I told you, the thing I be saying is I could do what I'm doing for free.
And that's true, and I was gonna say that.
You feel what I'm saying?
Before you
That's
said
the-
what you
that's
said,
what I use.
I could do it 24/7, and I've done it for free.
Do it for free.
But now I'm at the point where I've made an identity for my brand.
Yeah, you presented a quality brand.
So
that
now I have a
deserves-
product
Yeah.
that can
Sure.
speak for itself, and I don't even have to sell it to anybody.
Yeah, it definitely speaks.
You know what I'm
for
saying? So at that point, now I still do work for free. I still hit all this stuff like, look, bro, I want to get you on my platform, boom, boom, boom. When we can get it done.
Right.
You feel
The
me?
network is gonna be important to
Right.
the end.
Right.
So-
But see, just to jump to that, man, and I'm gonna go back to the New Orleans shit. Like, New Orleans is a segregated motherfucking city.
Yeah, this shit's serious.
And it's clicked up. And I gotta say that I don't care who the fuck don't like it.
I mean, that's just
New
real. though.
Orleans is a segregated city, bro. Because there's no way you go down all my Step Up to the Mic videos. There's no way I shouldn't have more artists on that platform that's doing shit, like making moves in the city.
Right.
Making noise in the music industry as far as a local standpoint.
Facts.
Now I got Cutter Gang J Black on now.
I saw
You
that.
feel
I
me?
saw
You know what I'm
J Black on that
saying?
shit.
But at the end of the day, I should have more artists that's making moves in the city.
Well,
Majority of my platform, and I'm not mad at all, because I love to give a spotlight to artists that's trying to come up from the ground up,
Facts.
that don't have a natural spotlight on
But
them.
what you think it is that keep these the more up in the game artists? What you think
New
keep?
Orleans is a segregated city, man. If you're not a part of the clique,
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I
I
know.
be trying to find the best.
but
in everything,
but
you know what I'm
honestly,
saying?
like correct me if I'm wrong. If you feel like I'm saying something wrong,
No, you definitely
they
not
clicked
saying that.
up.
That's a fact.
If I was like uptown and was like just shouting out uptown every day, uptown this, uptown that,
Yeah.
I have every artist that's
Right.
doing something with music right now from uptown,
Right.
they'll be on my fucking
I
platform.
feel like, and it shouldn't be like that. But me being from Merrick, imagine how I feel. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like when dudes be like, they may feel, I don't know what people feel or whatever, though. But I have to observe.
It shouldn't be where you from though.
But like you said, it is
Yeah.
what it is here. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't know nobody. I'm really brand new to this shit, stepping out, fresh face and everything. Like
Right.
so I don't necessarily even know the cliques. I don't know who is who and what's what. You know what I'm saying? So
I
really
just know by just how
I be
the
noticing
posts and
certain
shit.
I be
Yeah, you know what I'm
noticing
saying? Like
certain
watching
shit.
people post and you know what I'm saying, how much they comment under this particular person's shit and that group of people shit.
And to be
You know
honest
what
with
I'm
you, I think that's why we don't have more artists that take off from it.
Exactly.
That's what I think.
And I seen some shit. I think GDP Speaks has said this shit. you
and
heard me?
I think bigger cities go through the same thing. They just bigger.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
But
So
see, no, I seen GDP Speaks had made a post.
I saw that the
He
other
shared
night.
a post and he said, somebody said that the reason why you don't have another Birdman or a Master P is because the old heads are still trying to rap. Instead of them being executives, music executive, they still trying to rap and be in the spotlight. But I mean, it made sense because think about it. We haven't had a music executive or, record label since Cash Money, No Limit. Now, I'm not really like no guru on the music industry shit,
Yeah.
but it made sense when I seen that post.
Damn.
It made sense and it made me think like, shit, yeah.
I mean, let me ask you this, and no disrespect to nobody or whatever. Which one of them you see being a Bird or a P?
As far as like anybody out here
You know,
that's doing,
them dudes made some serious moves in business. Like, I don't know
they did.
the exact ins and outs of it, but P went and sat down with Michael Jackson lawyer, and
Yeah.
and went approach these people. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Bird was dealing with Universal in what, 97, some shit like that.
So
like
you saying who would be the person to fulfill those shoes?
Yeah,
or just like
them some big shoes, bro. Like,
no, I ain't saying you gotta fill those shoes.
Yeah.
But who really putting themselves in position to even like be in that role?
Right. Wayne did Young Money. You know what I'm saying? But that's still
I ain't even gonna get into all that. Yeah, it was still under that, but I'm just saying it was still under that umbrella. But I'm not gonna get into all that because like I said, I'm not a guru on that, so I ain't gonna speak too much on a situation that I haven't studied.
Yeah.
But honestly, how many artists from New Orleans got on to that list?
It's not a lot of them that's capable. Shout out to Jet Life. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We're gonna right.
Shout out to Jet Life.
Let me chill, man, because
anybody,
like, hey, what the fuck he talking?
You know what I'm saying? No.
It's me. That's what the fuck. I don't care. But that's what I gotta get off my chest and say what I gotta say.
But you're speaking facts though, and that's real shit. Especially the not wanting to be diversified and like really like get off that clique shit. Because number one, the city too small. So no matter what your clique is, it ain't big enough to
listen.
You know what I'm saying? Provide the push that you really need.
I got
to
artists
make it out this shit.
That's making noise in the city. Mm-hmm. In my stories, liking my shit all day long. But you ain't got on my platform.
Ain't doing no business though. I don't like.
You hear me?
I don't like that.
So why? What the fuck is the disconnect? Mm-hmm. If you fucking with my shit, why you ain't hit the line yet or hit the DM? Yo, let's get to the business.
You think they waiting on you to get bigger, or they waiting?
See, and that's what I was. That's what
I always try to play devil advocate.
No, and I had that same thought in my head too. You know what I'm saying? They gonna play. They gonna sit back. They gonna watch. And once they start seeing that, oh shit, he elevating.
Right.
Now I'm gonna hit him up.
I don't like that either though.
But you know, as I elevate, the prices change, right?
Facts.
So why wouldn't you get it now?
How many of them you think will respect that part though?
Exactly.
I done had and I know my situation. I'm not trying to compare myself to you. I know my situation not just quite there yet. You feel what I'm saying? So I ain't tripping. But as I'm growing a little bit, I be having to adjust shit too. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you tell that to somebody, they give you the screw fit. I'd be like, well, fuck you then. Like, because when everything was free, you wasn't trying to fuck with it because you didn't see me making these strides.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? How you deal with that, bro? I need game on that one.
All right, so with the ones that's not with the ones that's not fucking with it, I ain't gotta deal with that. But the ones that try to hang on to your shirt tail or your coat tail, however that saying is, those people that try to hang on just enough so they could be like, man, yeah, I was fucking with you, but you really wasn't fucking with me. You just wanted to see how far I was gonna take this shit.
Facts.
With them, I mean, honestly, I cut a motherfucker off like this, dog, just like that. You could be cut off fucking with me. Again, I'm a Sagittarius. Right. We wake up in the morning like we don't fuck with nobody. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't gonna. You gotta put a name on it, but anyway. So like we'll just, you know what I'm saying, not fucking with you. So I have no problem. I didn't dealt with artists. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta either match my energy, or you gotta motivate me to increase my energy. If you're not at the point of or at the level of matching my energy, what the fuck I need you around for? Because when you sleep or when you out doing what you doing or you smoking, I'm in front of the computer. We in front of the computer. Working. We trying to make shit happen. We trying to, you know what I'm saying? Make moves and shit like that. You feel me? And that's why I respect Sean, because Sean, he don't mind picking up a broom.
Right.
And when I say that shit,
I know it's that about him.
You know what I'm saying? He don't mind putting in that groundwork.
He'll hold a light, whatever.
Yeah, he don't feel like he didn't, he'll fucking, Sean, I need you to do an interview with another artist. I bet. Sean, I need you to, like you said, hold his light. You feel me? He a team player.
Yeah, I felt that about
him. And I done been through a few artists that wasn't team players. All they wanted was, you know what I'm saying, man, give me this, give me that, give me this, give me that. You feel me?
I guess at this point, how many artists do you have on you right now?
No, I got one artist, Sean. I'm not looking. I'm not looking, because I was never that type of person to just be like scouting artists. You know, motherfucker be like, I got 5
what
artists.
What happened in that situation, dog? The way you said
that
like that. Damn.
Man, niggas, son, bruh, like, man, niggas was like on some ungrateful ass shit.
I don't know what it is about us, brother.
It was on some ungrateful shit, and I'm like, all right, fuck it.
Man, before I had my own studio situation, I was coming out of pocket.
Yeah.
And you know what nigga doing? I'm green. I'm brand new to this. You know what I'm saying? Nigga taxing me. Nigga hit me over my head. But I'm not tripping. I'm just watching. That's the only thing. Just don't be one of them niggas get mad when I'm over your shoulder. I'm paying for his teaching. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know.
And when they know you gonna pay for it and they know you ain't got no problem, they gonna try to add a couple, you know, couple more on top.
But I appreciate that experience so much, dog, because it was just enough, you know what I'm saying, to you know, a start. It was just enough for a start to where I know at least enough to manage this situation and nurse it into what I know it's gonna be.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, how many times you almost gave up on your situation?
What? Come on, man. I just told you that if it wasn't for that beautiful woman,
I was sending my people,
shit.
I was sending my people a text earlier. She like, man, I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, go read.
Because it be like that, and you got to reinvent your motivation daily.
Facts.
When you wake up, you like, man, fuck. You know what I'm saying? You
but
like
the motivation part for me is a little bit different. Like I say, my little man rap, my daughter, she into entertainment, dog. Like this, this pretty much a family business. You know what I'm saying? My mom is an officer on the paperwork and shit like that, and that's what helped me out as far as she teaching me the financial side of shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's something I was a shoebox nigga.
All right. You putting all the bread in the shit.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I was one of them type of dudes. So like I never really got to learn how to fuck with the, you know, managing balance, checks and balances.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't learned that at all.
See, like we
my mama a whole accountant.
Right. See, we opposite because, you know what I'm saying, the wifey, she got the business degree and shit. You know what I'm saying? She love fucking with the numbers.
Right.
But we don't, I didn't come from like how you say your family is into the entertainment. Like, no,
my family actually, they had trucking companies and shit like that.
Trucking companies.
But, you know, business. You feel what I'm saying? The business that I have, like I say, is me, my mama, and my children.
Right.
That's you know, and just the reinvention of the trucking company. Like I don't know trucks and shit like that. My son's not truck drivers and nothing like that. My son is into entertainment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I did what was smart. See, like my daddy and his daddy, they come from no education, you know what I'm saying? So like they come up totally different. So what they was able to do with the businesses they building with the, you know what I'm saying, was to give us a start that they didn't have.
Right.
It wasn't necessarily to do what they did. You know what I'm saying? And as youngsters, we couldn't really see that. Some of my people I got a brother, he a diesel mechanic and shit like that. We all know shit like I could drive trucks and everything.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But that just was never gonna be me. You get what I'm saying? So when I seen that was really like a real identity shift in my life, because as a little boy growing up, my dad named Big Time. I was a little Big Time. I was a little Sammy. So like in my mind, I was always gonna be my daddy.
Right.
And then when I became a man and started realizing that just wasn't never gonna be me, I was at identity crisis. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying?
He was.
But God put my son in my life so early.
Mm-hmm.
Now I should have been saw that, but I wasn't seeing it at first. I'm still in the streets doing stupid shit, keeping him fresh, keeping him in his mama. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that was enough for me as a young dumb nigga. You heard me? But when he started getting older, I started seeing something different, something special in my son. By the time he was like, say in middle school, I started seeing a real shift in him, dog. Like he different. Like you ever get around him and just have a conversation with him and shit like that. He a different type of little individual, bro. So that shit started waking me up. I'm sitting in jail, all these dumbass little situations I'm going through, dog, and I got two beautiful children. His sister 10, she about her birthday next month.
Right.
I got these two beautiful kids, bro, and I'm just throwing my life away and shit like that. And it's like something just hit me in my head, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the future. Like it ain't this situation ain't about me coming up, getting rich, this, that, and the third, whatever. But I know my children gonna be blessed out the ass behind this because it's what they want. A lot of people get away from that, dog. Like, I don't know if you have, you know, children or a family or whatever. But focus on what they want to do in life, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Because a person only gonna do what they want to do to the fullest. Now, if it's some dumb shit, of course, like, don't, you know, nigga tell you they want to sell some dope or some dumb shit like that. Nah, you know what I'm saying? We're not about to enable that. But for real, bro, like, you know, all parents, dog, enable your kids to do the things that they are interested in life. And they go pursue that shit more tenaciously, dog.
Right.
Like real shit.
I feel you.
How you feel about that?
I'm with you. I agree with you.
All right.
I definitely agree with you. You hear me?
IGotFlo, man. We in here, bro. We didn't talk about it. Some of it, you know what I'm saying. This ain't the type of cat we gonna get too much information out at one time.
Whatever,
so you definitely gonna have to come back through, bro, and rock with us
we
again,
can sit
dog.
down. We can make it a monthly thing, you dig?
In fact, y'all heard it here. I'm the type of cat who
we can make it a
like
monthly thing. You know what I'm saying? Sit down once a month and just chop it up. You feel me?
Go move, man. August 26th, y'all come fuck with my
Love
people,
Caesars, man.
I'm gonna be that too, dog. Y'all come fuck with my people, though, man. Love
Shout out
Caesars,
to
bro.
Million ENT.
Million ENT, MillionViewzPodcast. My dog always fucking my name up, but he always keep me in the fold and shit, bro. Like, no, like real shit,
Man, that's
bro.
the first time I done fucked your name up.
This one of the cats that embrace me. You feel what I'm saying? And it's on some real genuine shit. And I'm rocking with homie. Like, I'm behind you, bro. Anytime you need to promote anything on my platform, anything like this, it's a tool. You ain't even gotta tell me nothing, dog. Just send it. You feel what I'm saying? That's how. Because like I ain't gonna put people in our business, but do the man of his word. Like the flow tell you, you know what I'm saying? Whoop, that's what it is, and that's what it's gonna be. And he gonna break his neck to stand on it. And I can vouch for that. And in the business we in, that mean more than what people really think, bro. Like the smallest shit in the world, bro. That's what keep real businesses going. You feel me? That's what really keep real businesses going, bro. And once again, I appreciate you for coming through, dog, to MillionViewzPodcast, bro. Come and share a little bit of your story with our platform, man.
Appreciate you having me, you hear me?
Like you say, man, we're gonna make this a monthly thing, bro. We're gonna make sure we're doing all these moves y'all making.
Once a month, we gonna get it in.
We gotta get the homie Shine out there back in.
I gotta get comfortable with this shit, you know?
I mean, man, listen, I see it already. You just gotta open up, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Because like people can look in your eyes, dog, and see that the story there, and that's the thing that I'm really excited to share my story with the world, dog, because like we'll be in a real small little bubble of our own, and don't know the impact that we can make on other people. You feel what I'm saying? Just with the little bit of knowledge that we know, because I don't know a lot, you know what I'm saying? But everything I latch on to, I'm learn, bro. Like watching you do your thing, being at your event and shit like that, dog. Like that shit put a whole nother seed in my shit, in my situation. You feel what I'm saying? That shit that open, you know what I'm saying? And that make it look like you say, jump straight on the computer. And now you trying to figure out how to put your flavor to it, how to put your own stamp on it, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's needed, bro. You know what I'm saying? Niggas got to embrace change. We gotta embrace positivity, bro. Like you said, man, this man 12 years into his marriage. You know what I'm saying? And doing positive things together as a couple. That's keeping your relationship open. You feel what I'm saying? Because y'all decided to work together. Man, the average couple out here right now, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, God bless y'all, dog. I'm continue to pray for y'all, bro. Once again, dog, thank you for coming through. We gonna ride out to that go mode, dog.
Thank you.